Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and we are back in Europa Universalis 4. Currently we have the new world being discovered. We are currently trying to colonize it. Castile and Portugal have beaten us there, but most importantly right now is the battle going on in Austria. The one we're having with Burgundy, which for complicated reasons is now happening in Austria. It looks like we might have a chance to win, but I don't know. It will be tight. It will definitely be tight. Now, it looks like Burgundy are walking their forces over to Leinz. And as soon as they get here, I think we're going to jump on them with this. Or we could just jump on Trent. Actually, I'm going to jump on Trent. Because it looks like this 10 stack are interested in just sieging this province. And then moving to Tyrol. That's fine. I don't mind that happening. Why do you have so much of a higher morale than me? I don't know. This is very odd. We've won that battle though. And it looks like Austria wants to come and meet us. Which is all manner of tasty for me. Now, one thing that I am actually really aware of is we're almost at our next technology level, which will give us some pretty good things, actually. It'll give us... I think it gives us... Does it give us tactics? No, improves the land morale. No, wait. We're going to level 9. So, level 9. Level 9. Level 9. Gives us Star Fort and gives us an upgrade to Longbowmen to... Yeah, there we go. Our infantry are going to get pretty damn powerful. And that will pretty much make it much easier to win this war. Now, I don't actually want to jump into a battle over here immediately. So I'm actually going to start sending my troops just to be able to siege a couple of provinces. It looks like... Yeah, Brittany have actually started sieging provinces for me and actually starting winning. We are actually reducing their war score ever so slowly. Now, we do need to win battles to be able to get a ticking war score. But, meh. Right, now, if we go this way, we can take... Yeah, if we get rid of the occupation of Baden, it'll do a couple of things. It will ease the war score on Baden, which in turn is Austria, and possibly make them stay in the war longer. Now, that is something I would like. Now, it also means... Oh, 12 stack. Where are they going? Where are they going? Now, we are pretty low on morale. I don't want to be going into a battle just yet, so I'm actually gonna say... Come this way and stay here, and we can consider our options. It's a 14 stack now. It's going for the 7. Oh, if we get there in time, I don't mind helping out on that one too much. Oh no! The natives are rising up. How much is that in total? It's not enough. It's not enough troops. In fact, I think that's so not enough troops I might actually start thinking about pulling out of Burgundy entirely. Just to be safe. When I go up a technology level, then I can always come back, but I don't feel safe sitting around in Burgundy right now. Cardinals no longer loyal to us. Burgundy want them. Nope, Burgundy are not having them. Here we go. France has got their own cardinal, so I think they've given up on bidding for that one. This 17, I don't know what this 17 is trying to do. Austria have got 10 here. Austria are still sitting at a technology level. Oh no, they're on 8 now, so they have gone up a technology level. They can compete with Burgundy. However, I'm really badly damaged. If you look at the troops here, we are really not sitting as pretty as we once were, and our manpower reserves are pretty damn depleted. I'm thinking about leaving the continent temporarily. We could have joined in that battle, but Austria have accepted peace. Not ideal. We are making a lot of money now, which I think means it's time to repay a loan. We could go mercenaries. We could go mercenaries. That is another very interesting option, but I'd rather just make sure that if we are actually going to lose the war or have to back out of the war, we have the financial support to be able to do so. Now, if I don't think it will happen, because I think Burgundy are going to get their forces back in time. Actually, let's have a look. Do Savoy want to quit the war? Because I will offer you a concession of defeat. Yes, you can have that. Let's see, who else wants to bugger off? Hesse. Diplomacy. Sue for peace. I will give you concession of defeat. No, you really don't want to, do you? Huh. Oh, apparently you've got a high military strength. That's interesting. I wonder what Anhalt say to that. Diplomacy. Oh, you're a vassal, less a partner. Okay. What about Ferreira? Do you want to leave? Nope, you don't leave either. Huh. Oh, well, that's interesting. Burgundy have a grand total of what looks like 30 troops, 10 there and 20 there. They have a few friends with not much power. We can probably say they've got less than... Probably got about 5, maybe a bit more. So we're looking at 35. Us, we have 19. We are definitely outmatched on that one. I'm gonna say we should probably quit the continent temporarily. Savoy have accepted peace. Okay. Now let's get ourselves out of here. This isn't the best. Select army. Now, this army is big enough, right? We can fit it on board a boat when the boat gets back over. Burgundy are coming for us. You can see their troops moving in there. So let us get out of here pretty damn quick. And... we are out of the continent. Now, it doesn't mean we can't come back. However, Brittany are now going to suffer a pretty crushing defeat because they have 10 versus 9, versus 7, and then this 14 jumping on board. Heavy ship combat ability plus 5%, that is good. But what I'm most looking forward to is the fact that my new technology allows me to have decent infantry. Bam. Not that one. That one. Superior unit type. And that should allow us to fight a lot better. Now, I don't think it's going to be enough to really sway this war. So I'm thinking we have to maybe call out the war. Unless we're going down the route of purchasing a bunch of mercenaries. We'll have to find a way to beat 27. They are still military tech level 8. And we're thinking about 27 enemies. We have 19, so we need to buy 10 units of mercenaries, which would be expensive and definitely expensive over the time. I'm gonna call it for now. We're gonna lose the war. Yeah, we're gonna lose the war. We will clear offer. Concede defeat. What else do you want? You want another... quite a bunch, actually. Now, what would we have? We could annul a treaty with Austria. Austria pretty damaged. How much would it take to do it based on that? You would want pretty much every single ducat and a loan. Not my favourite option, I must admit. Not my favourite option there. We could release vassals. We could cancel vassals. If we released a nation, we could then just conquer it and core it again, I guess. Releasing a small nation wouldn't be terrible. We could release Wales or something. How far away would you be from... It would take time to conquer it again. You have to wait a little while. But no, they want pretty much the same amount of ducats again on that one. That's not the best one. Get rid of Northumberland and Cornwall. And then we could just declare on them again, I guess. It's not my favourite option right there. I think we're just going to lose clear offer. I think we're just going to go with losing Norway. Mainly because Norway isn't... It's not a massively important province to us. And it's definitely going to get declared on by Sweden. So it will be problems for us down the line. So we're going to end the vassalization of Norway. And then they'll be happy. Send offer. Now, what this probably means is that France might declare against Burgundy because Burgundy are damaged. Which means that we can always just jump in against Burgundy in a few years' time if Burgundy stay damaged enough. That would be kind of nice, but it depends if France is so way inclined. I think we've got no choice on this one. I think we are losing Norway, so let's go for it. Ugh. And our prestige took a fair beating there, which was unfortunate. And our manpower is damn low. France, how are you doing? Oh, yes, we have a cardinal now loyal to us. That is good. Still not quite enough to kick France out. It all comes down to the next cardinal that dies. If the next cardinal that dies is French, we or Spain get in control. I don't know how it will determine it. It'll be interesting. It'll definitely be a close call on that one. Now, there's a possibility we could pick someone up from France, and that'll stop France from really getting back in. But there are younger options, like this one here, Aragon, is 38. We could definitely go for something tasty like that. It's unfortunately lost another war. Can we repay a loan? Yeah, we'll repay that loan. And the next loans are due for another 2-3 years. Okay. So let's do what everyone does in the time of peace and reduce our monies going into that. Now, this does mean a few things. It means that we will be getting troops back at a lower rate, but more troops will be going into our manpower. I'm okay with that because we can just pump the rate up higher later. Just means temporarily we'll have a lower one. Austria, are you still our ally? Yeah, you just called out. It's fine. And we stopped our subsidies. I thought subsidies were only in the war, so to encourage them to stay in the war, but maybe it's the wrong one. Maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm thinking of something different. I don't know. It's very odd. We continue to pay them subsidies, despite the fact that they buggered off. Well, to be fair, they had been pretty crushed over and over again. They were pretty good for staying in that long. Sweden, I'm disappointed in you. Would you be our ally? I wonder. Rivalry minus 130, no. Well, let's improve relations nonetheless and see what happens. We gain inflation but gain admin points, or we just gain admin points. I'm going to go with the admin points because I don't want to push the inflation at the moment because it makes loans more annoying. Our armies aren't doing too bad at the moment. What's going on over the sea? We're almost half the way there. And over here we have some barks that never made it back. What are you patrolling? Oh, you're meant to be protecting trade. Okay, right. I want you to protect trade in Bordeaux. And I think we're probably going to have to start thinking about setting up somewhere protecting trade in the North Sea, because currently Sweden is... Because when they're disparate nations of 3 different types, they're all fighting for trade. Now Sweden is just blobbed, it can control the North Sea pretty damn well. And I think that if we do look at the trade power, we can see that Sweden is 24. We're close behind, so we can actually take it from them. I didn't think it would be that high. That's interesting. Now, if we go to Norway, they really, really dislike us. That's unfortunate. Sorry about that, Norway. Because we abandoned them. Ah. And Castile are now threatening our trade. Alright. Castile. We need to have a look at you in the ledger. Where are you? Castile, Castile, Castile. Here we go. You only have 18 troops. 18. I mean, you rule over Aragon. And Aragon has 21. Actually, Aragon's fairly good. Oh, God. I really want to be able to use this as an opportunity to say, screw you, Castile. But I don't think we can take them, especially after that war, and especially considering Aragon has a fairly sizable force. It looks like they're being beaten by Algiers. Oh no, they are winning against Algiers, just. Because the attacker controls Gibraltar. I want to use this as an opportunity to attack Castile, but it's not possible. It's just not possible right now. Which is really unfortunate, because I really want to go and take Castile and then be like, ha 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 ha. Stop doing this. Not really an option right now. So I think we're just going to have to embargo them right back. So it's under economy action, issue embargo. Screw you. Now, what is going on over here? We have a decent amount of admin points. We have some loans. Can we repay a loan? Yeah, we can. Sweet. We're getting decent amounts of money in as well. And it's going to be a couple of years before our army are back in shape, which is a shame. We didn't have that much manpower to start off with. We really need to be able to get the manpower back. Other than that, well, things aren't going terribly, at least. Rival, allied to rival, hostile relations. Who am I allied to that's your rival? Who am I allied to? Because I'm not allied to Norway anymore, surely. Oh, you... Really? You've rivaled Austria? You rivaled Austria? They're a bit far away? Recall diplomat. And what's going on in here? Right, we have Aragon. We can't beat them yet. No one's trying to take our guy. And there are a lot of younger options coming up, so I'd be able to pick off a couple of the younger options. I'm tempted to go for Aragon's one when we have enough. Now, what else is going on over here? Troops are getting better. Super speed. And let's actually make friends with Austria. I want the diplomatic ones. Diplomacy. Okay, show diplomatic actions. Improve relations. There we go. Now, we have a lot of money coming in. We can buy off the next loan in a second, which is pretty much what life is about right now. It's about buying off loans and not dying, because that was an unfortunate war. Luckily, we didn't lose it much. I didn't really care that much about Norway once we've used it to jump across the sea, because it will be a liability in terms of Sweden. It's probably one of the reasons that Sweden broke their alliance with us. It's because we had Norway, which was bordering them, and probably one of the few things that they could actually expand into. Now we can pay off our last loan. Repay loan. And we have some papal influence. Now we can't beat Aragon yet. We could beat Hungary, but I'd rather have the younger one because it'll last longer. The sell-by date doesn't expire quite so quickly. Now, let's also check on France, because France don't seem to be doing... Oh, dear lord. Well, there's nothing that can really stand up to that, is there? That's just overcompensating. Yep, they have a ridiculous amount of army. They've probably gone for the quantity idea, is my guess, and just crazy, crazy levels of army there. They must have a really good economy to be able to support that as well, and that's just really a lot. Now, I think what we're going to have to focus on now is mainly our going over the sea stuff. We can also buy some interesting things. Now, I'm going to look at buying things like marketplaces around the place. Constables. 1.4 increase, 1.4 increase. We'll go with those. Oh no, the natives have risen up and won't be able to do anything because they've only got semi-pointy spears and stuff like that. There we go, we won again. We don't get any prestige for beating them because they are just natives. That is the downside. Like you don't get much prestige for losing a war to Burgundy, unfortunately. At least our prestige isn't going down currently. That's, I guess, the advantage. We need a war we can win. The problem is being England is at this stage where you've got all the little nations around you and Sweden's blobbed out of control. You have basically Burgundy and France. Castile, I guess you could get a trade war on, but they are pretty damn big. France is big. Burgundy's not big in the classical sense of it's a large country, but it's really tough. And by now it should have fallen apart. In most of my games it tends to have fallen apart and we can start picking the pieces over. But apparently not. Recall diplomat. Brittany love us. There's no point in sending a guy there. Norway absolutely hate us because Overlord abandoned us. -5 yearly. So that's actually going to go down fairly quickish. We might be able to just re-vassalize them when they're Iceland only, because of course Sweden will eat these bits. Or it might, actually Sweden might just vassalize them entirely in the next battle. That would be less than good for us. Burgundy, how are you doing? You know what? Improve relations with Burgundy, just in case. Bible translated. Whoa, there's stuff going on. The state needs the money. Gain ducats. Or we have a chance of gaining people. I want the ducats. I'm sorry. We can lose Reform Desire. Papal States likes us. Or we can gain Reform Desire. Papal States hates us. And we gain Protestantism in Lincoln. Let's actually check what our Reform Desire is. Reform Desire. This is how Reform goes too high. We may see large-scale heresies forcing reformation upon the Church. So this is common throughout the entire Catholic world, and actions by the Catholic monarch may increase it. So let's go and increase the Reform Desire. Mainly because being Protestant is nice, if you can convert to it. I'm not going to convert them back, because I want to see if we can switch over. It will require another level of... Basically, I want to be able to unlock, where is it? Here we go. Religious ideas, because that allows us to switch over pretty easily. And we'll need another idea group. So basically we need a lot of admin points right now. We will also, now we've got the stuff, we will get a better relations over time guy. And we will then buy a bunch of buildings. Temples. Temples for all. Temples in Cumbria, because why not? And also, we could put courthouse down somewhere. Meh. Revolt risk, don't care about. Training fields is nice, actually. Manpower increase, local recruitment time, and local regiment cost. What else is there? More constables. I like more constables, to be honest. Especially when they're getting us decent amounts of money. And I think that's it for this episode. Unfortunately... Ooh. Hungary got a guy in. That's a shame. It was a guy of ours that died as well. Oh, that's not good for us. That's not good for us. It means that if France dies now, Castile comes in charge. Damn it. If Castile dies, France will stay in charge. I could try and fight this one from Castile. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Just to block Castile. Anyway, I've been EnterElysium, and I think that's it for this episode. Unfortunately, this episode, what has happened is... Well, we've got closer to having a full-on city over there. Castile, of course... Oh, we've gone for another province now. Damn you, Castile. We're going to end up fighting Castile at some point. France haven't seemed to have blobbed yet. I wonder, can we see what France's ideas are? Oh, they're currently a Regency Council. Interesting. Interesting. How old is she? She's age 14. Okay, she will be of age pretty soon then. Well, that's a shame. It's why they haven't gone to war with Burgundy. It's because they can't declare war because they're in a Regency Council. Otherwise they would have, I really bet you, because they're rival to them and Burgundy are damaged. I wonder how damaged Burgundy are, because it's about a year and then France will be ready to have war. Burgundy. They're getting back pretty quick. We are, of course, still above them. Have they gone up a tech level? They haven't. So, actually, we are above Burgundy now in everything. We have more troops. They have more allies, I guess, is the downside. Anyway, I've been EnterElysium, and we're going to end it there. Oh, we've lost a battle against Burgundy. Hopefully we'll have another one at some point and beat them. The sly gits. Stay shiny, everybody.